We went over luring a little bit with Bailey in his exit lesson, and I just wanted to show you some more things again. So luring is something we use in dog training. That's when you're training a dog something new, take the treat. So I'm going to start Bailey in the process of down. Good. So we've done some of this before with Bailey to get him in the heel position, you know, by doing things like spin. So that way when you get over here and you say, Bailey, heel, he'll follow your hand. Good. Luring has all sorts of applications in puppy training. You want to teach the dog basically to follow your hand, and one of the most common ways to do that is with a treat at first. We've already done a bit of this with Bailey, so I just want to show you some applications of how to do it. So to start Bailey off in a down, bring it to his nose, to the floor. Yes. So I use my release word right away because we're not doing a down stay right now. So right to his nose, down to the floor. Now he's done that before today, so it's not usually that easy. To get him into heel position, I started by having Bailey follow my hand around on something like a spin. Then spin. Yes. So that way later on, I could say, Bailey, heel. Because I want to get him into a straight. Good. Yes. Set position. Beat it, you two. Go. So those are just some of the ways you can use learning. When you're doing a pup, you want to get pretty close up to the nose at first, so that you can, as easily as possible, yes, lure them in position. And then as you begin to perfect the command, you can move yourself up and up so you're not so close to the ground. So like now, we were close to the ground with SID. Bailey break. Bailey break. Good. So see, now I don't have to bend down and lure with the... Sit. Yes. So I bent down to give him his reward for that, but I didn't have to bend down to lure him into position. So notice I don't even start with a command at first. I just have him follow my hand down. Yes. Because later on, the way you lure also becomes a signal if you wanted to, so that you could, that's one of the ways that you can start to get upright. Treat, nose, floor, down. Yes. And then don't forget your release word. Treat, nose, floor, down. Yes. Treat, down. Yes. So you want your dog to be able to like flatten out like that almost instantly before you say D-O-W-N beforehand. And that will take a few sessions. So remember, when you're starting off a puppy, you want to lure them close to their nose. Yes. And it's not as easy as this appears right now. Bailey's had some practice with me with luring, and he'll be pretty much easy with Bailey, but if you're starting a new puppy, it won't be quite this easy. You'll have to stick in, so if the puppy's resisting, I just keep my hands somewhere stationary. Let's see if we can do something new with Bailey. see if I was gonna teach him to stand, which I would hold off on. That's how I would do it, but he wasn't that. He's pretty used to following my hand now, so he wasn't protesting all that much. So the beginning of a come command usually starts, well, it starts with a long line, really. And with tethering, being tethered to me for most of the day. Those two things started, and then I want his attention on me. So what I do, Bailey break, is I wait for Bailey to be somewhat distracted. I might bring toys in or something. Right now he's very into me because we've been training. But I want him looking away from me. Bailey! Yes. So I just want him to look at me. I'm not going to give him a treat until he's looking at me. Well, so when you begin, Shayna, down. When you begin with the puppy, you might start down here and the treat at your face. Bailey. Yes. Then eventually, you're up here. Wait for him to be distracted. Bailey. Yes. So Bailey was with me at the beach doing this. He was able to do this with the birds around, which was impressive. But you know, when you're saying your dog's name, you're not saying it to the wind or to a brick wall. You want something to happen. Usually what you want to happen when you say your dog's name is their attention. That's why it's the beginning of the come command. You want your dog to look at you for the direction. Bailey. Yes. Probably the hardest part of this is, for some puppies, is getting distracted. Bailey. Yes. So I'm saying his name. When he looks at me for a few seconds, I give him a treat, and then I say yes, which is the release one. Bailey. Yes. So he doesn't need to be sitting or in a down to do this. He just needs to look at me right now. Bailey. Bailey. Yes. So he was getting into his bone right there, so I made a little bit of noise with my feet to capture his attention again. Down, Shayna. Bailey. Yes. So some things are more interesting than food. And then I keep this short, so if I get 4 in a row that I'm happy with, then I'll end the session. Bailey! Yes. It's good, I should know here, it's good for small dogs to have nyla bones like this to keep their teeth clean. Small dogs, a lot of the problems they have are teeth issues because they don't seem to chew as much, so I like to see a small dog chewing on something appropriate. Not on the furniture. Bailey! Yes! So that was 3. We get 1 more, that'll be it for Bailey. in a row. That's the one, 4 in a row. Bailey! Oh, yes. He pulled it out. I thought he wasn't gonna. Shayna down. Good boy. Good boy. So Bailey and I are a couple days into the very, very beginning part of the stay. It's a new command, so we haven't added any particularly hard or even medium hard distractions yet. You want to start slow with the puppy. So the first thing you need for a stay is for your puppy to know the SIT command. And then especially with a puppy, we start off in short increments at first. So we started off at about 10 seconds. We've made our way to 20 seconds. And I'll show you the steps in the beginning. So I walk with him a little. Bailey, sit. Now I'm going to count off in my head to 20. If you have a clicker, you can click. Yes is the break word, and you can take the thing, the treat, and then I'll set them up again. So before I increase the time, I want to be able to get 4 of these in a row. Sit. Yes. So I'm getting him used to the word yes, which means we can move now. Yes or break are the release words. Sit. Now I'm usually traveling around the room, but I'm prohibited by the space that my video camera is recording. Yes. So I want him sitting right now when he takes the treat. And when my hand goes down. The reason for that is we're going to use this command to get him ready to greet people and not move when they go down to pet him. Sit. Yes. So with minimal distractions right now, he can do 20 seconds and he's ready to go up. Although by minimal distractions, it's a little unusual here as he's in the middle of a doggy daycare and everyone's just in the down right now. So these dogs have all been trained in much the same way. That's my little Shayna. That's one of our client's dogs, Sadie, on there. That's our Tommy, client Surrender. That's a nut Sadie 2 is what we refer to her as. There's Boris behind her, Nellie at the end, and Bella over there. I'm not sure if I showed you Bella, and not sure if I showed you Ollie. I probably did.